Alright, hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. So, we have just gotten done with the jobs that Goodyear reached out to us for. 10 in total for us. They've still got some more being done, but I guess some other people are taking care of those. So we might see some of those on the way, but we don't have to worry about them. Stopped off, we've made probably about 60,000 euros from those jobs, brought in a bunch of money for us. So what I did is I repaired our truck. We got some new tires put on it because they were starting to get worn out. And a couple little cosmetic things. The headlights, we put in the new LED headlights. I believe they're the streamline type. And then the side mirror got changed out, and we changed up part of the top of the cab. There were those black lines on the top. We painted those. And then new handles for the door, so it's chrome and paint now, I believe. But I decided we'll do a couple of quick jumps just to visit areas we haven't been to before. Of course, we're back in our home country of Sweden, so there's a couple of spots that I want to unlock. And we happen to have a delivery of office paper that's about a 70-kilometer trip, so not super long, heading from here where we're stopped at in Karlskrona to, I want to say Växjö, but I don't know how to say it, Vaxjo, here in Sweden. So what we're going to do is we're going to go grab that. Oh, I forgot to mention too, other than the cosmetic changes, we put in a 400 horsepower motor. That way we can take heavier loads, and with that I decided to pair it with a 12-speed transmission, but that transmission is geared so that it'll help us a little bit more on hills and with heavier stuff, but it doesn't really affect us hauling normal stuff, because this truck kind of needs to be the best of both worlds, with heavy and with just normal cargo. Eventually we'll build separate rigs, but for now, while we're trying to cost save, I still want to be able to haul plain trailers. And then down the road, we'll look at upgrading and buying, buying more trucks. And then I think the last thing too is, small cosmetic change was we painted the filter inlet on the right side of the truck. So that should be all the changes, I believe. But yeah, I guess other than that, we're going to go ahead, we're going to jump in and get rolling. Alright, so we are in the truck. It is a nice, beautiful 10 a.m. on a Sunday here in Sweden. It rained all of last night, so I'm glad to be waking up and heading out with clear weather. Looks like we're all good now. We'll go ahead, we'll get on the road here. But really enjoyed the Goodyear trips. They were even kind enough to send us some goodies as a thank you after we got done. So I've got a little blimp thing and a few other things that we can use now to kind of decorate, which I haven't put any yet, just because I'm limiting decorating this truck because I don't have much space to do it. Hopefully we can afford a better interior for this truck soon so that I can actually have little goodies and not have to keep my GPS up, which would be fantastic, having the external display. I'd like to get one built in, which would be just perfect for us. Took that a little late, but that's okay. I believe Drecker is where we're picking up. I think that's our trailer right there, is the first one. Now, all the paperwork has been pre-approved, so we should be able to literally just hook up and roll. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to pull in here. That looks to be our trailer. Got a pretty cool double there. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to back in. Kind of off, but that's okay, because I'll just spin around into it, hopefully. I might have turned a little late there. Yeah, just to be safe, I'm going to go forward again, and we're going to straighten out. I think I came into it just a little too late. Whoops. Had the wheel all turned the wrong way, so I don't know if I'll even catch it now. I think I missed it again. Yep, I did. I had the wheel turned the wrong way and I wasn't paying attention enough to catch it. Couldn't see it. There we go. Did I miss it again? Nope, that just wasn't far enough back. Alright. Now, I don't know why the trailer jumps as bad as it does, but that's okay. I just shut the truck off. Don't mind me, hit the wrong button. Alright. Not off to the smoothest start, but I'm not gonna, like, edit this out and then tell you guys, oh, I'm the best at backing up or blah blah blah. I screw up too. It is what it is. All we can do is make the best of it and get rolling. We're gonna make our way out. It's kind of tight getting out of here now. Little more tight than what I was dealing with on those Goodyear trips. Kind of tough to see too. There we go. Turn signal going right. Awesome. Alright. Now, how are you guys doing? Have any of you guys headed out and done the Goodyear trips? If you have, find me on Twitter. I want to see those pictures. Posted a little thing the other day. Some people have seen it. I want to see all your pictures. You can find me at Longhauler GMG on Twitter. I know some people have been sharing it with the hashtag too, which is like hashtag Goodyear rollout. Use that. I'm looking through that. I love seeing all the stuff everyone's posting. But overall, had a great time. It was pretty cool to drive for them and get to see what that's about and get to see some new behind the scenes stuff with them, some new products that they were bringing to the areas. But overall, it went pretty smooth. I don't think it went horribly wrong. Had a couple of really close moments, but it was mostly just really repetitive, which is why I didn't film most of it, just going back and forth through areas, and we're stuck. Why you no forward? Oh, we're gonna get through this light just in time for it to turn yellow too. Sorry, people. Sure enough, called that one. My bad. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Something with this truck and little inclines. It does not like them. Although you can feel the difference, because we had an 8-speed before, and we've dropped it to, or we've, actually I say dropped it, but we've brought it up, technically, to 12 speeds. Which I was hoping might make a little bit of difference for pulling, for getting rolling and stuff like that. And you can definitely feel a difference, but it's not as smooth as I was hoping. It's still very obvious when it struggles. Even with the new motor, because the new motor is 400, and I think before we had like 300, 350, somewhere in there. But not bad, I guess. But yeah, 'tis 25 degrees Celsius, which, if I can do my math properly, I don't remember what the formula is. 25C, what? 80 degrees, I think, Fahrenheit, for my English viewer, or I say English, but I'd imagine most everyone's English of some kind. But, for Americans, because we're too stubborn to apparently change to what the rest of the world's doing. We have to be unique. I'm gonna flip in here real quick, and we're gonna fuel up. Just because we're getting low, and I think I can do it before this guy gets here. Hopefully not block off the lane. Alright, 700 liters, cost us about 1,100 euros. not bad, because that, I think, literally was the fuel that we used just for the Goodyear trips. So we're doing really good in terms of fuel efficiency. That I'm really happy about. But yeah, I think we ended up going to Russia, a lot of time here in Sweden, back and forth. We did basically a big circle for them, just kind of going back and forth between areas, one trailer at a time. But it was fun. A couple of areas I hadn't gotten to see yet. Although I will say this, getting through Russia was very interesting because it's the first time I've had to really deal with like super heavy customs. I mean, they had 2 or 3 different customs lines that you have to go through just to get cleared into the country. And then I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe back out of the country too, which is, I don't know why it's weird to me because I live in a country that's so adamant about borders, but it's just interesting, I guess, because the uniqueness of, well, I don't know if it's necessarily uniqueness, but I'm used to traveling in areas where they have an agreement where there's no hard borders. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to get checked to go between areas, which, as an American, when it comes to, like, states, that's not a new concept. Obviously, we can travel between different states, but it's all the same country. This is different countries. I can't imagine what it would be like if it was every single state. That would be pretty nuts. But it looks like we're already getting here too, which is good. And what we'll do is we'll drop this off. Hopefully we'll find some new stuff in this area, see what it's about. And then be able to potentially get a longer haul out of here and see where it takes us. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna spin right in here. Make sure I get around traffic. Plenty of room. Getting down to 50 kilometers. Oh, so this is like a tiny little town just off the highway, it seems. Well, I don't know if that'd be a highway or what that would be classified as, but you know what I mean. I guess we gotta go right here. It looks like we've got to yield, but we're good. Very scenic little area. I like this. The one thing that kind of, maybe it's just because I live in the middle of nowhere, but the prominence of sidewalks. Even in the middle of nowhere in some of these spots, it seems like there's dedicated spots for sidewalks and stuff. Not really a big thing where I'm at, even in a city. There are parts of the city that don't have them at all. Although I'm in a really, really small city. I think our population, and I say small, it's because like some of the cities that I've compared it to with friends is like parts of Pennsylvania are like 100 and 200,000 people. And the city I live in, I believe, is like 30,000. And that's the capital of the state I live in, which is nuts. But who knows, might end up finding my way out of here some point. See what a big city's actually like. Oh, I thought that guy was turning. I guess we'll spin in here and we'll drop this trailer. I think we can just pull in and be done with it, which is awesome. So we'll go ahead, we'll pull right here. We will drop this trailer, run the paperwork inside, and I will see you guys in a couple minutes. Alright, so now we need to head out. We've got another trip here. Got word of a backhoe that needs to get to Poland, so I figure that's a perfect opportunity to take us south to a place we have not yet been. Tis going to Olsztyn, something like that. Olsztyn, don't know how to pronounce it. In Poland for about, oh my bad dude, that was not good. I'm sure that guy's shaking his fist at me. I rushed into that intersection and couldn't see. For about 9,500 euros. That's what we'll be making off of it. The only other trip that I know of in the area was heading to Kaliningrad that we would be interested in taking just because of pricing. It was about another 9,000 euro load. But I've already been to Kaliningrad, even though I haven't recorded being there, I'd like to stay away from there having already been to it. That way I can explore more, and then we can revisit it down the road if we want. But we should be good to go again with everything being done ahead. Looks like they've got a wind turbine piece here. Now, I don't know where this trailer is. It must be behind this big tall one. Yep, there it is, right there on the end. Put our blinkers on. See if I can hit this one this time. Nope, too far off. That's gonna hit the fender or something, so I'm not even gonna try that. Ah, I missed it again. What is it today? Can't seem to back a trailer to save my life. Nope, I'm too far back again. How I manage this, I don't know. These trailers, it's these trailers specifically. They do it to me every time, too. There we go. I was just off a couple inches, I guess. Alright, let's hook up. Alright, and we're gonna roll. The load itself is not bigger than the trailer, like is not wider or longer, so I'm not gonna worry about beacons. However, I always run with my lights on, like my running lights, so those will be on for people to be aware anyways. And then if we get to a construction site, we'll turn them on. I'm just gonna go right out of here for sake of simplicity. Hopefully this will be... Nope! Oh, it's gonna be one of those days. Alright, so I had to go completely into oncoming to get out of that one. Oh, just one of those days, I guess. Oh, and I just dropped something that I needed. No. Alright, there we go. Man, I don't know what it is today. Literally didn't even make it out of the gate before I hit the trailer, too. You guys turning. So. Oh, are you serious, dude? Did he just hit my trailer? He had plenty of time to stop. What the fuck was that? Yeah, it's not going well today. We're just gonna go here before it turns yellow. I just need to get rolling. Man. What the hell was all of that? Can someone explain that to me? I give up, I guess. But I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the road, and I will see you guys when we get closer to the destination. Alright, so it is about 4 in the morning, and we are just now coming into Olsztyn. At least that's how I'm going to pronounce it, because I don't know how to pronounce it. Not a bad trip, but this truck feels like it drives very differently again, so I'm going to have to get used to it. Definitely, well, I got a speeding ticket, that's for one. Didn't see the cop behind me, figured, oh, it's back road, whatever. Nope, the one time. But, oh well. And besides, our other driver made a delivery that basically makes up for it almost seconds later, so sounds like everything's going well as far as I know with the other driver, but probably when I stop off here this morning I'll sit down and check and see how everything's going and see if there's anything we can do to maybe pick up productivity, or maybe even fire and hire a new driver if this one's not doing well, or whatever we need to do to make sure the business is going as it needs to go. But in the meantime, we have arrived, so I guess, how do I want to do this? Let's see if I can't spin right around, and I don't know about this. But we're gonna try it. I'm gonna focus here so I don't hit those other trailers. I think I'm off by quite a bit. So I'm gonna pull ahead here and straighten out. There we go, plenty of room, so we should be able to just go straight back in. And I don't have to worry as much about hitting the door, because obviously this is not a trailer that's unloaded by a rolling door. But let's go ahead and let's unload this one. Alright, well that's going to go ahead and do it for today. We're stopped off in this little hotel, so I'm going to take a break. We're going to check on our drivers, see where we need to go, and then probably roll out in the morning. But that's going to do it for this one. You guys know what to do. Like, comment, sub, all of that fun stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.